Thousands of people have taken part in a far-right protest in central London this afternoon, led by activist Tommy Robinson.
A wave of patriotism swept across the United Kingdom as thousands of citizens gathered for the largest march to date.
Any person organising or taking part in the procession is committing an offence,
aiming to defend Britain from the perceived threat of illegal immigration. This unprecedented demonstration saw people from all walks of life come together, unified by a shared sense of national pride and a desire to protect their homeland.
Need to lead operations in communities across the country where there has been both violent disorder and thuggery on the streets, which is completely unacceptable, completely damaging.
Before we start, hit the like and subscribe buttons for more exclusive news. From the early hours of the morning, the streets began to fill with people carrying banners and flags, their faces resolute and determined. The atmosphere was charged with a mixture of excitement and solemnity as participants prepared to voice their concerns about illegal immigration and its impact on the country. The march was not confined to a single city. It spread across various towns and cities, making it a nationwide event that captured the attention of the entire country.
All right, listen, we are now a family, a community. That's what we are. We are the people that stand against those who wish to suppress free speech.
You don't have to support us, but stop lying about us, okay? It's frustrating.
In London, the heart of the march, tens of thousands gathered at Trafalgar Square. The iconic landmark was transformed into a sea of red, white, and blue as flags waved and chants echoed through the air. Organizers had anticipated a large turnout, but even they were surprised by the sheer number of people who showed up to lend their voices to the cause. As the crowd swelled, speeches began, with prominent figures from various patriotic organizations taking the stage to address the assembly. Speakers highlighted the economic, social, and cultural challenges posed by illegal immigration. They argued that unchecked immigration undermines the nation's security and places undue strain on public services. The rallying cry was clear: Britain must regain control of its borders to protect its future. The speeches were met with enthusiastic applause and cheers, reinforcing the crowd's collective resolve. Meanwhile, in Manchester, a similar scene unfolded. The city's central square was packed with demonstrators, all eager to make their voices heard. Local organizers had worked tirelessly to ensure the event's success, coordinating with national groups and spreading the word through social media. The result was a massive turnout that mirrored the passion and determination seen in London. In both cities, the demographic diversity of the marchers was notable. Young and old, men and women, people from different ethnic backgrounds, all stood together, united by their commitment to defending Britain. This broad representation underscored the widespread concern about illegal immigration and its repercussions on British society. Many participants carried homemade signs with slogans such as "Protect our borders" and "Defend our culture," reflecting the deeply personal nature of their convictions. The march in Birmingham also drew a significant crowd. Here, the focus was on the local impact of illegal immigration. Speakers from the community shared stories of how their neighborhoods had been affected, emphasizing the need for stronger immigration controls. The personal anecdotes resonated with the crowd, adding a poignant dimension to the broader political discourse. Throughout the day, social media buzzed with updates and images from the marches. Hashtags like #DefendBritain and #ProtectOurBorders trended as participants and supporters posted photos, videos, and messages of solidarity. The digital aspect of the event amplified its reach, allowing people who couldn't attend in person to engage and express their support. It also helped to counteract any negative portrayals in mainstream media, ensuring that the marchers' voices were heard loud and clear. As the day progressed, the marches maintained their peaceful and orderly nature. Despite the large crowds and the charged atmosphere, there were few reports of incidents or confrontations. This was a testament to the organizers' efforts to keep the event focused on its message and free from disruptions. Volunteers were stationed throughout the routes to assist with crowd control and ensure everyone's safety. In Glasgow, the march took on a distinctly Scottish flavor. Bagpipes played as the crowd moved through the city, adding a cultural touch to the patriotic fervor. Here, speakers emphasized the historical significance of Scotland's contributions to the United Kingdom and the need to preserve its unique heritage in the face of changing demographics. The blend of local pride and national concern created a powerful narrative that resonated deeply with participants. Leeds also saw a robust turnout, with thousands gathering in the city center. The march here was marked by a series of speeches from local leaders and activists who called for stronger immigration enforcement and greater support for British citizens. The emphasis was on the practical steps that could be taken to address illegal immigration, including better funding for border security and more rigorous vetting processes. The crowd responded enthusiastically, showing a clear desire for actionable solutions. As evening approached, the marches began to wind down, but the impact of the day's events was far from over. News outlets covered the marches extensively, highlighting the sheer scale and intensity of the demonstrations. While opinions on the issue of immigration varied, there was no denying that the marches had succeeded in bringing the topic to the forefront of national conversation. In the aftermath, discussions about the marches continued to dominate social media and news platforms. Supporters praised the peaceful nature of the events and the unity displayed by participants. Critics, however, raised concerns about the potential for such demonstrations to foster xenophobia and division. The organizers were quick to address these criticisms, reiterating that their movement was about protecting national interests and ensuring the well-being of all citizens, regardless of background. The marches also sparked debates within political circles. Some politicians expressed support for the demonstrators' calls for stricter immigration controls, arguing that the government needed to take more decisive action. Others cautioned against reactionary measures, emphasizing the importance of addressing the root causes of immigration and finding balanced solutions. In the days following the marches, several organizations involved in the events reported a surge in membership and donations. This influx of support underscored the resonance of the cause and the effectiveness of the demonstrations in galvanizing public opinion. Plans for future actions were quickly set in motion, with organizers promising to continue their efforts until meaningful changes were implemented. The 14th of the month thus became a significant date in the ongoing debate over immigration in the UK. The marches had not only demonstrated the depth of feeling on the issue, but had also showcased the power of collective action. For many participants, it was a day of empowerment and solidarity, reinforcing their commitment to advocating for policies that they believed would secure the nation's future. As reflections on the event continued, it became clear that the marches had tapped into a broader sentiment of national pride and concern. The desire to protect British values, culture, and security was a unifying theme that transcended political affiliations and personal backgrounds. This sense of shared purpose was perhaps the most enduring legacy of the marches, offering a glimpse of how grassroots movements could shape the national agenda. In retrospect, the marches of the 14th were a defining moment in the UK's immigration debate. They highlighted the complexities and passions surrounding the issue, bringing to light the voices of those who felt their concerns had been overlooked. The event served as a reminder that in a democratic society, the power of the people to organize and advocate for change remains a vital force. Moving forward, the challenge for policymakers and leaders will be to address the concerns raised during the marches while fostering an inclusive and respectful dialogue. The balance between securing borders and upholding humanitarian values is delicate, requiring thoughtful and considered approaches. The marches underscored the urgency of finding solutions that reflect the diverse perspectives and needs of the British populace. The thousands of patriots who gathered across the UK on the 14th sent a powerful message about the importance of national sovereignty and the need for effective immigration policies. Their peaceful and determined demonstration was a testament to the strength of collective action and the enduring spirit of British patriotism. As the country continues to navigate the complexities of immigration, the legacy of this historic march will undoubtedly influence the ongoing conversation and the quest for a balanced and secure future. In the days and weeks that followed, the momentum from the 14th did not wane. Communities continued to engage in discussions, hosting town hall meetings and forums to further deliberate on the impact of illegal immigration and possible solutions. The legacy of the marches persisted as a catalyst for ongoing civic engagement, reminding the nation of the power of unity and the importance of addressing critical issues through peaceful democratic means. As Britain faced its future challenges, the events of the 14th remained a poignant reminder of the citizens' resolve to protect and shape their homeland. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, could you leave your comments below and tell us, how do you think this march will impact immigration policy? We want to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.